I'm back. I know it's been a while, but I don't even want to get into it. I just haven't been feeling like filming, and it's just like, whenever I had time, I was a little lazy. Whenever I didn't have time, well, I didn't have time. So, but I do have something I really, really wanted to record for you guys, and that is, let's just get right into it because if not, I'm gonna be like talking, and never get to it. But it's the new Sigma Creme de Couture collection stuff. I did get this a few days ago, and I'm actually wearing it on my eyes right now. I don't know if you can tell. I have some of the purples, green, and the yellow in the inner corner, and I do have one of the blushes on. But of course, my lighting always sucks, so I will definitely include swatches and everything that in a picture of like what I'm wearing on here at the end. If not, I'll link it down below because I always post it on Instagram. But I did want to review this and show you what it is. I did use this a couple times already, the blushes and the eyeshadow, so I'll also link down below. If not, I'll post a picture of them at the end of the video and just let you know what it is. If you haven't heard, they did come out with a new collection of all matte pastels. I know it's kind of weird for fall because, you know, if you think of fall, you think of like darker colors and stuff, but I heard that they were supposed to release this in summer, but they just didn't. Something went wrong. I'm not sure. I don't know details, but that's what I heard others talking about. But they did release it, I believe, a couple weeks ago. It was the first time. They had a pre-order, and then they released it on the 12th, I believe, like officially for everyone. I was able to pre-order it like the second time around because I think the first time you could pre-order it, it kind of sold out, and then I think you could pre-order it again. I don't know how that worked or whatever, but I did pre-order it and got it about 2 days later, so that was pretty fast. First of all, I got this Sigma Spa little, I don't know if you guys heard of this, the full-size brush that you clean your brushes with. Well, now instead of a mini little brush, you get one of these, so you could, I guess, try it out. I haven't tried it out, but I like that I got purple because I love purple, obviously. If you get the whole collection, you spend $55. I think you save like $10. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure of the prices. I'll try to put them down here, but it comes with three blushes in strawberry, ambrosia, whatever. And here's the first one, and that's strawberry ambrosia. And each of them came nicely packaged and it opens up, and they all come with a little like booklet, I guess, kind of telling you a little bit about the blush. So that one's that one. And this one, it says a blush of cotton candy pink. So that's what it describes it as. It also comes with a nice little film to cover it, and it comes with like a little opening here, so it's easy for you to remove it. That little guy. Oh, that little guy. And this is what this guy looks like. I haven't tried this one yet. This is the only one that I haven't, but I'll swatch it for you guys right now. So that's what it looks like. And that's what it looks like. It's like a very light pink. That's what it looks like, at least on my skin tone, because I do have like a more medium skin tone. So that's the first one. Next one it came with was cherry apple. So, and I like how like each of the little boxes come with like the corresponding color. So this one's a little more pinkish, this one's a little more reddish. So cherry apple. And again, it each comes with a little booklet. I used this one already, so the booklet's all messed up. But that's what this one looks like. And these are all matte, so just to let you know, I did use this one already. This is the color. It's more like a reddish, pinkish, obviously. It's kind of almost peach. So that's what it looks like. Like I said, I know it's hard to tell, but I'll include pictures of them and everything. And the third one that it came with, sorry, I'm making a mess. The third one, I love this one. I don't have anything like it, so I guess that's why it's my favorite. But here's the little box, and this one's called Blackberry Essence. And of course, it's purple. This one, I took out the little booklet and everything because, like I said, I used it today. I don't know if you can kind of see it. A lot of people were saying that these were very, very pigmented. I find that they're pigmented, but not as much as to have to use a, here it is. Oh, look at how pretty that is. You could use these as eyeshadows as well, because you could use anything as eyeshadows that are like blushes and stuff, because it's so pretty that I'm sure I could use this in something. But there it is. They were saying that you had to use like a skunk brush or a dual fiber brush because they're so pigmented. I used the regular brush, brush, whatever, I can't talk. But and it seemed fine. I didn't think it was too pigmented or like overly pigmented that I had to kind of use anything else. But those are the three swatches, and those are really, really pretty. So it comes with those. A little bit about these. I have been using it for the last 3 days, so I do like them. I love this purple one just because, like I said, I don't have anything in my collection that is anything similar to this. I do like the other two. They're really, really nice. I haven't used the light pink one, but I do like the texture. I like that they're opaque. They're not overly opaque, like I said, but they're nicely pigmented that I could kind of use it like in one with a regular brush or a skunk brush if you really want to like shear it out. I love that they're matte because I have oily skin, so of course I definitely want a matte blush, so I really like that. And the only thing I don't like is that I don't find that they're very long lasting. I wore one of them, I believe the cherry apple one, yesterday, and I don't know if maybe I kind of need to work with it more, but I wore it with my Amazonian Clay 12-hour full coverage foundation, and I felt like it completely came off like maybe within 3 hours or so. And to me, that's not a lot. Like, my favorite blushes are the Tarte Amazonian ones, and those last all day long, and you could still see it and everything. But like these, I feel like, I don't know if it's because they're kind of powdery in a way, not as powdery as the shadows, which I'll get into in a little bit, but I don't know, I just don't find that they're very long lasting. I'm not sure how much they cost. I think they're $16 each if you buy them separately. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. I'll write it down below, just so you have an idea. But I guess if you just want the colors, because they are very unique and stuff, they're beautiful colors. They're really, really nice. Like I said, I love that they're matte. But I think if you spend a little more money, you could find some that last a little longer. I just got the collection because I really, really like the purple blush. So that's why I got the whole thing. But other than that, I really like them. They're matte. They're pretty. They're really nicely blendable and stuff. And their colors are, I mean, the purple and maybe probably just the purple is like the most unique, I guess, in color. But yeah, so that's all I have to say about those. The main palette is this. And when I saw pictures of this, I thought this was a lot bigger. I thought it was going to be like one of those big palettes. But no, as you can see, here's my hand and it fits in my hand. So it's not really, really big. It came with when you open it, opens the same way as the blushes. I really like the packaging. It's really pretty and playful. It's very cotton candy kind of. It also came with a little booklet of its own, and it has like all the colors. So here you go. So you can kind of get an idea of the colors. So it came with this. It also comes with a plastic insert, just like the blushes, which is in here somewhere. And so here it is. The colors are looking pretty good on the computer, but I'll include a picture of it and everything as well. I also have a picture of it and the blushes that are more accurate in color on my Instagram. Like I said, I always post pictures on my Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram. But so here it is. The colors I used today, you could probably see this eye better than this one because the light is like coming down on this side. But the colors I used today is on my lid. I use Lavender Honey, which is this guy. And then on my crease, I use Cassis and Elderberry, which are the two other purples. I use both. I use that more on like my upper crease, and then my inner crease, I use the darker purple. And then to kind of like blend out the crease, I use Cherry Blossom and Violet Whip. So here's Violet Whip and Cherry Blossom. So those are very light colors. And for my lower lash line, as you can see, it's green and yellow. So I use Citron Pistachio. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right, but I use that green guy. And then I use Meyer Lemon for my inner corner. So those are the colors I used. And I've used other ones, like I said, because I've been playing around with this guy like for a long time. My favorite has to be Almond Pear, which is this like mint color. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't have anything like most of these. Like the brightest colors I own are Sugar Pill, and they're really bright, but they're not pastels. Obviously, they're like more neon bright. So I really had to get this because the colors were just so pretty. I do find that these only work the best on with using a NYX Milk Jumbo Pencil, because other than that, they're really powdery. When you use a brush, like let's use this Sigma Large Shader E60, you have to use a dense brush, because if you don't use a dense brush, you're not going to get a lot of color on it. So like let's look at the cases, the purple I use. Obviously you want to, like, you know, get a good amount, and you get a good amount on the brush, but as I don't know if you could tell, but you get a lot of, like, you lose a lot of color, like a lot of the shadow when you're using them, because they're so powdery in a way. They're not extremely powdery, because I know there's other shadows that are extremely powdery, like the e.l.f. ones. I find that e.l.f. is just, it kind of like completely like dissolves on there or whatever. But I find that, like, you know, you have to tap it, and you get a lot of like excess, as you can see. I don't know if you can tell, but you do. So make sure you tap it. I don't find that you get a lot of like fallout, but I do find that if you don't tap it, it does fall out a little bit, but that's mostly with most colors. Um, you see, and it kind of gets on all the other colors. As you can see, this blue one, it has a little purple on it now, because when you tap it, it gets all over the place. And it sucks because they're pastels, so that's never a good thing. But other than that, I mean, they're kind of powdery, but I feel like, as you can see in my eye, like this is, and that's because I don't have the best like lighting and everything, but it's really pigmented. I find that it's really nicely, but like I said, look, can you see that? If you're not using a base, this is obviously just on my skin. If you're not using a base of any kind, you're not gonna get any color whatsoever. And let me show you with the milk. I always use milk, even if the shadows are really pigmented or whatnot, just because if I really want them to pop. And I find that if you don't use a base or anything, if you use a regular base like Shadow Insurance, I'm sure they'll work fine, but it never works as great as using a white base, because I use eyeshadow primer, the Too Faced Eyeshadow Insurance, and then I use the white NYX thing. So as you can see, this is where I swatched it without anything, and then I'm gonna swatch it. I'm gonna do the same thing, tap it off, so that's what you get. And then you see the big difference. It's like so obvious, and that's that I'm brushing it on, you see. So that's with the base, and that's without a base. And if you want to get the most pigment out of it, you have to tap it. Tap it on your lid, tap it wherever you need it, and look how much more you get. I do find that you have to layer on it, even if you're using a base. Like, to get the crease color and everything, I had to like layer it pretty much. I had to do probably like 3 layers, you know, which isn't too much, but it isn't like a little bit, especially with these shadows being so small. So it is a hassle, but I think that kind of comes with the territory when you want matte shadows. You know, any matte shadow is going to be powdery. Any matte shadow is going to need you to use a base for it to give you the full like color payoff, and you're definitely going to need a base, and you're going to have to tap it onto your eyelid or your crease or whatever you want to use it for it to look the most colorful and everything. So I mean, other than that, I really like these shadows. I find that they're really pretty. They're really unique. So I was really excited to get this. I really like it. I feel like maybe if it came out in summer, it'd be a little more useful. But if you don't really care, if you wear color whenever you want, if you don't follow the trends and stuff, which I never really do, then it'll be perfect for you and stuff. If you would have to only buy one thing, obviously just buy this. If you really need blushes, or you're just a blush junkie, or you're just like me and you wanted to get the whole collection, then buy the whole collection together, because if you buy them separately, like I said, you'll be spending a lot more money. Altogether it's $55. I think with like shipping and everything, it's $60, which is not that bad, because you're getting 16 colors and 3 blushes. And although they're not the biggest eyeshadows and everything, I think it's a really good deal, especially because I mean the blushes are a decent size as well. I think they're 2.12 ounces. and they're really really pretty. Like I said, the purple one's like my favorite and everything. But yeah, so that's what I think of these. Overall, a little powdery. You definitely need a base for them to stand out. And so milk jumbo pencil, or if you have any other cream bases, definitely use them with these. Other than that, they're not going to really show up. Unique colors, love the packaging, it's really cute. I like that it's compact, although I thought it was a lot bigger, but this is a good size to travel and stuff. It's not too bulky, because I know that Sigma tends to make bulky shadow palettes, but this is not too bulky, so I really like it. And yeah, so that's what I think about this, and I'm definitely going to be making a lot more looks with them. Hopefully I can record one of them, but you know the deal with recording these, because I don't have a good camera, it kind of sucks and you can't really tell. So if you do buy it, they do include one of these, enter to win a surprisingly sweet treat when you show us your couture. So that's for a hashtag for Instagram. So if you buy it, it tells you to hashtag that, and you can win up to a $250 gift card from Sigma. So make sure that if you buy this, you take a picture of it, you Instagram it, and you hashtag show your couture. So you could enter to win $250, which is always good because you can buy brushes, more makeup, all that good stuff. So yeah, other than that, I'm definitely gonna be back with more videos. Hopefully tomorrow. I have my IPSY bag arrived yesterday, so I'm gonna film that, and I have a haul, but I don't know if I'll film that because it's a little old, because I never got around to it. But thank you for coming back. I'm definitely gonna try filming again soon. And other than that, I'll link everything down below. Follow me on Instagram, that's where I'm always at, so make sure you follow me on there. I'll link it down below as well. And other than that, see you guys next time. Bye.